Hello students, today we will talk about pie plot. So how can we create a pie plot using matplotlib? So look at the definition given here. A pie plot shows percentage a portion of data. The percentage represented by each category in denoted right next to its corresponding slice of pie. For pie chart in matplotlib, the slices are ordered and plotted counterclockwise. The pie function is used to create pie chart in matplotlib, and the pie function that contains the number of keyword attributes to customize the pie plots. So to create pie plot, we will use the function pie function. Okay, so with the help of pie we can create the pie chart, and these are the attributes. With help of these attributes we can change the appearance of pie plot. Okay, the explode colors. So colors in this attribute is used to set the color of every slices of the pie chart. Labels, we can set the labels of each slices of a pie chart, and label distance, so we can set the distance between the slice and the label that will appear on in the pie plot. Okay, auto PCT, this function, this attribute that will display you can say the value in a percentage, and we can also set the distance of that value. Okay, start angle, so which angle you want to start, so we can set the start angle value, so that from that angle your pie will start. Okay, and the shadow, if you want to display a shadow of your pie, so we can set this attribute to true. So let us create a pie plot. So first open the Python and then create a new file new. Okay, and in this you use first line to creation of pie plot. You have to import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Okay, so this line we have to add in every program while you are going to plot. Okay, so in this video we will learn about the pie plot. So pie plot that needs only one data set. So I want to use a compare of subject in a test. Suppose you have 5 subjects and you want to create a pie plot on the basis of the marks scored in different subject. Okay, so the example to create pie plot, so the marks obtained in different subject. Okay, so first you have to store in a list what are the subjects. So I am using sub subject, I am using subject, and I am creating a list, so that will stores the subject name. Suppose the first is English. Okay, so I am just using ing. The second one is suppose I am using physics, so it's a physics, and suppose I am using a chemistry, so that is chemistry, and maths, and then IP. So these are the subjects. Okay, and what are the marks you have got in these subjects. Okay, so marks, I'm using marks and marks. Suppose if you have got 45 out of 50. Okay, I'm giving the marks out of 50, in physics you got 42, and in chemistry you have got 41, and maths, so maths you got 39, and IP you get 47. So these are the marks you have got in different subject. So I want to create a plot, a pie plot, on the basis of this these data values. Okay, so you have to use plot dot pie and then open function, open pie function. Then pie function we have to pass the marks secured in different subject. So you have to pass only one parameter that have the data value. So here the marks that have the marks secured in different subject, and then just you pass only one parameter that have the data value on which you are going to create a pie plot, and then you call the function just enough. Okay, so just this is a very simple function. So we have to pass only one data value, so that will create a pie plot. Now you can run this program and it will create a pie plot. Look at here. So in very simple code it requires to create a pie plot. So this is the slices, yeah, wedges we can say, and by default it start at this angle. Okay, and then these are the values. So it shows the 45 the data value of English, and the 42 and 41, and this. Suppose if you want to display the label, so this slice is for which data set, so it is not displaying here. So if you want to display the label of each slices, you can say, of this pie, so we can pass one more attribute, so that will display the labels of different slices. So comma, a label is a labels, and then labels. So labels we have stored in subject. Okay, so we have to look at here. So label, this is the labels, this attribute we are using. So this will display the labels. So this is the list of labels, one of which the x values. So just I am using this parameter labels equals to subject, and then we can run the program, and then we can check the changes. Okay, now here all the labels are displaying. So this slice that indicates the marks of English, and this indicates the marks of physics, this indicates marks of chemistry and maths and IP. So label distance, so this is the label distance from here to here, from center to this one. So look at here, the center to here, so it is almost 1 centimeter. Okay, so we can change this length. Okay, so label distance, so that attribute, this attribute, the label distance, so that is, suppose if you want to display at this place, and if you want to display at this place, so we can increase or decrease the label distance. Okay, so we can pass this parameter, so that will label distance, LEBEL distance, label distance, LBL distance or label distance. Let me check, label distance, and then suppose I'm using 0.5. Okay, and then running on this program, you can check the label is now displaying at this place. Okay, so if you want to display here, so that is 1, and if you want to reduce, so 1.5 is displaying here. So so we can use the label distance as per our need. So where means on which place you want to set your label, so you can adjust the label distance. Okay, now the next is colors. So by default these colors are automatically set by matplotlib. So if you want to set the different color for different subjects, so we can also customize our colors. So we can use our own colors. So suppose if you want to set your own color, so just create another list of colors, CLRS colors. I'm using here the colors, and for one I want to display English in red, okay, and physics I want to display in green, and chemistry I want to display in yellow, and maths I want to display in magenta, and IP I want to display in black. Okay, so these are the color I have used. So we can use the parameter colors. So look at here, the default color, no, is this, no, so colors equals to C, colors is the attribute, and CLRS. So we can, in this way we can set our own colors. Now you can run this program and the slices will appear in your own color. So look at here, this is the colors, these are the color that we have set for our pie plot. Okay, now the red, English is displaying the red color, and green color that indicates physics value, yellow that indicates the color of chemistry, magenta that indicates the color of maths, and black that indicates the color of IP. Okay, now move to the next parameter. So that is auto-PCT. Auto-PCT is used to display the value in percentage. Also, okay, so what percentage the English has covered. So if you want to display the portion of these subject in percentage, so you can use the auto-PCT. So you can use auto-PCT. So auto-PCT equals to, and then you have to use this format. Suppose 1.1, so 1.1 is an float format. So the meaning of this, so it display the one decimal point after the decimal, it display one decimal point, and the value should be in float, and the percentage will also should display. So this is the format. So we can check the impact of this code, then run the program, and then you can check. So 1.f auto-PCT, the spelling of auto-PCT is not correct, so AUTO auto-PCT. Okay, now run the program, and you can check here now the value is displaying in the percentage format. So the 21 of area is covered by English, and the 90.6 is taken by physics marks, 19.2 and 18.2. So in this way, because it is displaying the black, and the color of the text is also black, so that is not showing here. So we can change the color of this. Okay, so now in place of black I want to use cyan, so it will display in this way format. Okay, now this displaying this way. Okay, now move to the next parameter. So PCT distance, so we can also set the PCT distance of this. So in the suppose the value is displaying at this place, so if you want to display here, so we can decrease the PCT distance, and the value will display here. Okay, so here this is the 0 point, and the point is 1.5. 0.5. Okay, so if you want to 0.3, so it will appear at here. Okay, next is PCT angle. I show you the PCT parameter. So suppose I am using PCT distance, and then I am passing only 0.3. okay, now you can check where the value is displaying here. Okay, here. So if you want to set the place where you want to display the value of these percentage, so we can set the PCT distance attribute. Okay, now I am removing this. I will use the start angle equals to, by default it starts at this angle, and 0 angle you can say. So this one is this, and if you want to set, so first I will run this program, then I can show you. First you run this program, and then start angle, I have not given any value to this. Start is 0. I'm giving this is the default value, and then run program, and okay, this is the value, English value, and that is at 0 angle. So I want to set this 90 degree. Okay, the start means the first value should start with the 90 degree. So if 90 degree अगर हम यहाँ पे set करेंगे, तो your slice will start with this place. Okay, so this is the 90 degree. I want to set this 90 degree. So you have start angle. By default the start angle is 0. So if you will change, the start angle is starting 0. So suppose if you are passing the 90 degree, and then we can run the program, and you can check this English is started at 90 degree. So on which degree you want to start your slices, so you can set the start angle attribute. Okay, now move to the next shadow. So suppose if you want to display a shadow in your shadow, SHADOW, shadow equals to, just you pass the true, shadow true, and now first you check there is no shadow here. So if you run this program, and then you can observe the differences, and now look at here, this is the shadow appears when you are setting the shadow attribute. Okay, so in this way we can create a shadow. Okay, now the next is explode. Actually it is used to set the fraction of radius with which we offset each wedge means slices from the center of pie. अब जैसे मान लो यहाँ जो है इसके बीच में एक गैप देना है, हमें हर स्लाइस के बीच में एक गैप आ जाए, यहाँ से यहाँ तक के बीच में गैप आ जाए, तो उस गैप को देने के लिए हम लोग एक्सप्लोड यूज करेंगे. सो वी हैव टू यूज the explode. So how many slices are there here? 1 2 3 4 5. So there are 5 slices, so we have to pass 5 values. Okay, so here explode equals to, and then we have to pass to tuple our list. So first slice you don't want to pass any values, so 0. Then next one I am passing 0.1 for English, and for physics, for physics I am using 0.2, and then 0.1 for chemistry, 0 for English, 0 for physics, 0.2 for chemistry, 0.1 for math, and for IP 0.3 I have used. So these are the value I have passed with the explode. So it will not leave any space, and it will leave space of 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.3 respectively. And then we can run this program and we can observe the changes. Look at here what is the impact of this code. Okay, so this code, so these are the explode. So here 0 means no changes here, so this is the center point, so no changes here. Okay, now 0.1, so point from center to this 0.1, from center to this 0.2, so this is called explode. Okay, and 0.1, this is the center from 0.1, and 0.3, so look at here. So if you want to display your pie chart in this way, so we can use the explode properties. Yeah, you can say the explode argument of pie chart. Okay, so in this way we can create a pie chart. So these are the keyword arguments, so you can use to customize your pie chart. So this is the example I have given here, so we can also use this you can say you can use this example for your practicals. Okay, and the plt.title, so in the through this code we can set the title of this chart legend. If you want to display the legend, you can use this legend because we have already set the label, so we can display the legend and plt.show. So suppose if you want to display the legend, so just you pass the command plt.legend, legend, and that will display the legend. Look at here the legend. Okay, and title if you want to set, so plt dot title performance report. Now you run this program and you can check. So this is the title performance report, and this way you can create a pie plot. So hope you understand. Hope you understood the concept of pie plot and how we can create a pie plot. So we can use this pie function, and you can also do practical on the given example. So that's all for today. Thank you.